Hi everyone and welcome to Book Boop. My name is Rachel and welcome to another mini vlog. I posted a mini vlog yesterday talking about how I was going to try to post daily mini vlogs this week, reading through several short books, and I read through another one. So I thought it'd be really fun to talk about that particular book, which I'll talk about in a minute. But how are you doing? How is your day going? You all will see this on Tuesday. It's currently Monday for me. And Mondays are always full of just housework, adulting. I work from home on Mondays. I have my no makeup coziness going on right now. I'm finally done with all my work and house chores and working out and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully now the rest of the day I can kind of chill and get to reading because I haven't done any reading yet today. So hopefully I can get another book in that I can talk about tomorrow. But how was your Monday? I hope it was good. I hope you have a good start to your week. Anything crazy happen? I don't know. Let's go ahead and talk about the book that I read because I feel like I have a lot to say about it. So before I bring it up, here's the thing. This is a book that was on my most anticipated reads for 2021. I was really excited for this book. High hopes for this book. And I wanted to love it so much. You guys, it was terrible. It was so bad. It was Nothing But Blackened Teeth by Cassandra Khaw. And yeah, this was a stinker. This was a really bad book. So first of all, this book it just hits all the marks of things that I would normally love. I love haunted house stories, and that's what this is. It's a very strange premise, but we're following this bride and groom who, the bride, ever since she was a kid, she dreamed of getting married in a haunted house. Who has that kind of dream? But apparently, like, the best man ends up finding this old manor that's haunted for them to get married in. And so the happy couple and three other of their best friends all go to this manor and stay there for like a weekend. First of all, here's the thing. All these people are supposed to be really good friends, right? They act like they all hate each other. I mean, they absolutely hate each other in this story. And the reason they chose this house, and it's particularly haunted, is because it is a home that was going to be used for a wedding. And while the groom, this happened like several hundred years ago, while the groom was on the way to the wedding, he ended up dying. And the bride, in response, completely rational response, she says, "Bury me alive in the house so that I may reunite with my husband here and I can be with him for eternity." But apparently, as she's waiting, other women have also been buried alive in the house to keep her company. So apparently, as the story legend goes for this house, hundreds of other women have also been buried in this home. And it's hella haunted. So that's creepy, okay? So these people decide, oh, it's a good idea to go stay in this house, which is not smart because you know it's not going to go well. But this is why I'm reading it. I love haunted house stories, and it's a novella. It's short. I'm glad it was, because if it wasn't a short book, I most likely would have DNF'd it because it was really, really bad. None of the characters are likable. They're all horrible people. I don't know why they're friends because they don't act like they're friends at all. They all just hate each other's guts. So I don't get that. It's not as spooky as I was hoping it would be. A lot of it was just so focused on the characters just being terrible people. And one of my biggest pet peeves in a book is when there are too many descriptors listed. What I mean by that is if I were to say, look at the sun, it's burning so bright, like a ball of fire. The part where I say like a ball of fire, this book uses so many of those descriptors, and I'm sorry, I don't know like the grammatical term for what that's called. So I know I'm an idiot when it comes to English grammar, to be perfectly honest. I've always struggled with it. But just there were so many descriptors. It was like for every single thing that happened, it would be like this, and then another one like this, and like this. And there was like 3 or 4 descriptors that didn't honestly make any sense to go with every single thing that happened. And like every single character, when they were about to say something or they did something, I felt like the characters were described over and over and over. Like there was one character that was supposed to be devastatingly handsome, and so like they kept describing how he was handsome, and like his face was so angular, like his jaw could cut like a knife, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? The other thing that drove me crazy is that there were so many F-bombs in this book. Don't get me wrong, like I'm not normally bothered like with profanity in books. That doesn't really bother me that much. But I'm talking in excess. This book used the F-bomb. There were some sentences where every other word within the sentence was the F word. That's a little bit too much, folks, and I did not love that. It made all the dialogue really clunky. I'm having trouble talking about it because it's so clunky. Sorry, I feel like I'm having trouble talking today. But there was nothing about this book that I liked. Actually, the only thing I like is the cover. The cover is really creepy and makes me want to read it. So well done on the cover. But I feel bad saying this because, first of all, hear me out. I am not a writer. I have no aspirations to write a book. I think that people that are able to sit down and write a whole story and get it edited and published, I think it's incredible. That's amazing. I'm not saying that I could do better than that. I'm not saying I could be better than Cassandra Call. I'm not saying that. But here's the thing. This is one of those books where I'm wondering how it got through the editing process. How did it get published? Because it's not good. It's not good. And it had a lot of hype. I kept seeing it all over BookTube. And it was a book that I personally was hyping up and was excited about. How did this book get so hyped? And it was published in the condition it's in. I don't understand. I don't get it. Okay. I feel like I need to stop ranting too much because otherwise I'll just keep ranting about this book. But I do not recommend. It was not good. I mean, I guess if you want to see how bad it is, you can read it. I read it in pretty much one sitting. It is a really short book, thankfully. And like I said, if it hadn't been that short, I wouldn't have read the whole thing because it wasn't good. It really wasn't that good. I just pushed through. I was like, I'm reading this for my vlogging and we'll just see what happens. And it was just straight up bad from front to back, beginning to finish. Just not good. Not good. So day 2 of reading short books didn't really go that great. I'm glad I have that ticked off my list of not only books that I wanted to read, but just sort of like my most anticipated reads list. I'm sad that was just so and just not good, but at least it's read. So that's good. Let me know down below. I'm curious. What's the last book that you read that was just absolutely terrible? Like you just thought it was awful. You almost wondered why or how it was published, and you just didn't like it. Let me know down below. I'm curious. Just bring on the tea. Let's go along with drinks as well. Since yesterday emoji, I asked you to put a coffee cup to give me some caffeine. This time, I think, is there a teacup or a teapot emoji? If there's anything related to tea, put that emoji down there because I'm dishing the tea today and talking about this just crappy book that's just no good. Let me know down below. But this is day 2. I hope you enjoyed my ranting today, even though this feels very all over the place. But I appreciate you watching, and hopefully I will have another book read and another review for you and just some more hangout time. I'll catch you then. Bye.